Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about just a brief overview of the Weatherstrip and some recommendations and stuff like that. This is the second time I've done Weatherstrip on this car. I'll leave, of course, a link to the playlist up there. And I did it about 7 or 8 years ago. And as far as I'm concerned, it's complete except for the target top weather strip, which I may do later this winter. This is, even though this is still in really nice shape, I have two target tops. This is a transparent one that came with the car, and I have a solid one. The solid one, the weather strip on the target top is only a couple of years old, so I ain't worried about that. This was replaced back 7 or 8 years ago when I did all the weather strip last time. And it's still in good shape, but it's not as soft and pliable as the new stuff. So later this winter, I'll take the top down in the basement, my shop in the basement, and go ahead and do that. So one thing I want to say about the weather strip is, even though you could do it, like I did the A and B pillar, I think I did it, if I wasn't video taping it, I probably did it in about 2-3 hours. Videotape it and stuff, probably added another hour or so, I don't know, something like that. But that was a real quick job. If you're taking weather strip off for the first time ever on a C4, it's still all the original factory weather strip. It's going to be latex, it's going to be messy, and it's going to be stuff all over the place. Also, if your car it's a high mileage C4, you're going to be dealing with corrosion problems underneath. I don't know if you've seen my A and B pillar weather strip, which was the last video I made. You can see I ran into a little bit of corrosion on this. It wasn't bad. And also some paint issues. Let me go to the other side. I think I corrected those. Yeah, I pretty much just touched, like right here was old beer, where all the paint was coming here, and I just touched it up with some paint and a brush. I forgot this corner. I got to do that corner. Maybe I'll do that today. So I got to do that. I guess you guys can see that. And but the thing is, if you're doing this for the first time and it's the original, especially the original weather strip, and you think you're better off allowing yourself a couple of days to do it, because then you can take care of any corrosion problems and anything like that. And be very cautious using the 3M weather strip adhesive remover. I got a can of it over here somewhere. I've used it in the past, and you have to be very careful not to get it on plastic. It will dissolve plastic, so that's why I don't like to use it, because pretty much everything inside your Corvette interior is plastic. So that's all I have to say there. I still need to get the new plastic tabs that go in here. You can't see them here. Let me get on the other side of the car. Over here. And you can see the shape of here's one of the black plastic tabs. You can see how bad distorted and bad shape it is. I replaced them with screws, and the screws worked real well. The problem with screws is they will, over time, corrode and probably get seized in here. If I ever do the weather strip another 7-8 years from now, I'll probably be on my last leg by then. I'm pretty old now, so, but someone in the future, whoever owns this car after I do, if I ever sell it or give it away or whatever, it will be, and they got to change the weather strip. It's gonna, those screws are going to be seized in there. So, I mean, you could put globs of anti-seize on there and pray you don't get it everywhere, which is almost impossible, but that's something to consider. So that's about all for this video. I do need to clean this car up. I did make my first YouTube short video testing the weather strip out driving in the rain. I think it's about 15 seconds long. And there was no leaks. So it actually didn't have any leaks before, amazingly, as the Weatherstrip wasn't really in that bad a shape. It was starting to deteriorate. Like I said, you can go back to those other videos and see it. But still good to know that the new stuff doesn't leak. I'm happy with how this is here. Hopefully after it sits out in the sun for a while, I think that's from being folded up in the bag so long, and it just sat, and I got it and then I let it sit in the bag so long, so I got all that wrinkly stuff there. But I'm hoping that will go away once it's out in the sun, which will and warm sun, which won't be till next year. Now it's November now. It was like 26 degrees outside this morning, supposed to get up in the 40s. And I need to give this car a good cleaning, even though it looks clean here. The back end, of course, you know, anyone who has a Corvette knows how the back end gets all dirty. Probably can't really see it there because of the lighting, but you might be able to. And the wheels need a real good cleaning. That's for damn sure. Hope you can see that. Yep, definitely needs cleaning. I'll probably just give it a good wiping down, and that'll be it. And in future episodes, I'll be going back to the brakes and removing all the hard lines. That's going to be a difficult job. Involves putting the car up on jack stands and removing all the wheels and removing all the brake lines and reinstalling them. I got all stainless steel ones from Classic Tubes, and that's what I'll be replacing them with. These are... I could just leave these in here. They're fine. They work great, especially with the new Wildwood brakes. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And in an upcoming video, I will be doing the fuel injectors, because I got a bad fuel injector, and I'll go over in a future video how I know it's bad and all that stuff. But anyway, I think that's about it. I like to make the video at least 10 minutes long, so I got to rattle on for a little bit longer here. I wanted to do some more projects on this motor. I really wanted to pull it out and make some changes. I wanted to make some changes to the oiling system. A little bit better oil control on the bottom end. A better set of heads. I've considered an intake change too. But I don't know. I'm reluctant to do that because the tune port works so well on the street. If I was doing a lot of track time or something at a drag strip where I was going wide open throttle all the time, I would definitely want to change the intake and the gearing. That would get me faster times. Right now, the best I've ever done was 12s with this car. So, but I'm actually very satisfied with that because, you know, I very rarely go to the racetrack. Every couple of years, I'll go to do test and tune. That's about it. So, like I said, I guess I'll end the video here. And I want everybody to have a great day. And God bless.